Hey guys, it's your girl SeekretD with today's strawberry letter response. So, today's letter is titled, Why is he giggling? Can y'all move out the way, bruh? Like, the entitlement, man. You literally in the street. I know you see my headlights. Anyway, so the title of the letter is Why is he giggling? This lady writes in, she says she's been married for 11 years. Her and her husband are best friends. They're inseparable. They still enjoy having sex and doing all these wild, crazy things. Yada, yada, yada. She said that her husband's father has been married to his wife for 35 years and always thinks he has the best marital advice. And so he gave his son, her husband, the advice of having something to do outside of the wife. So he said that every man activities that he enjoys outside of his wife. I'm assuming he said it goes both ways or whatever, but I feel like that should be known. Either way, so then her husband then took his advice. She said that he went after work, went to a bar or whatever, and with 3 coworkers came home and admitted that that's what he did. She said before the advice of her father-in-law, her husband would have never done something like that without telling her. And so she said that the female coworker that was at the bar with the husband, took a picture with him and tagged him in the picture on social media. She said she saw the photo and I guess she asked about it and he started giggling. So she said she wants to get more information about these co-workers that went on the trip, that went to the bar with her husband. So she asked him to take her exactly where he went with the co-workers because she's assuming that somebody's going to show up. So she said she gets there. They go in, they sit down, they order their food, and one of his female co-workers comes in. She said that she walks up to them and she says, hey, and she's like, oh, I knew you were going to be in here. And he starts giggling. So then she said the lady starts talking about the rainy weather and he starts giggling again. Then the lady asks her what she ordered and he starts giggling again. She said he giggled so much that he spilled beer down his shirt. So she's trying to figure out what the fuck is so funny that he's just giggling like a damn fool. So her question is he giggling because he has like a crush, like an innocent crush on this lady? Or is he giggling because it's like a nervous laugh and he's hiding something? Listen, your man sounds like a fool, okay? Because I agree, what the fuck is so funny? Like, that would legit piss me off. I feel like I'm not confrontational, but okay, maybe it wouldn't piss me off, but I would be like, but I personally would have been like, what's so funny? Like, what you keep laughing at? I don't understand. Then that probably would have been a confrontation, right? Because I can't sit there and you just giggling like a damn fool. Like, what is so funny? I want the joke too. Like, what are you giggling about? So, yeah, I would have an issue with that. Also, I personally, though, would not think that he's cheating or something like that. Simply because he told you where he went. He told you exactly who he went with. The chick posted a picture and tagged him in it. You asked him to take you there and he took you with no hesitation. So I would assume that maybe it's a crush. I mean, you got eyes. Is the chick, like, is she pretty? Is she attractive? You know, that's the only thing I could think of. But I still don't get the giggling. Like, even if it's a crush, unless something funny happened and it's like an inside joke kind of thing, because then the chick is just coming up to y'all talking, trying to be cute. I don't like that either, but it's hard to tell. You didn't give enough information on the energy you was reading in the room. All you was talking about with your husband's giggling, but you need to talk about like how the chick came over. Was she friendly? Did she seem confrontational? Did she seem like it was some underlying vibes there? Like, you didn't give us enough information because you just came up. The way you made it seem like she just came up, said hi, da 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 da. But if that's the first time he went there after work with these 3 co-workers, why would she, oh, I knew you was going to be here. How? if he don't go nowhere. That's kind of funky. Yes, I'll be putting shit together. I'm that kind of girlfriend. That's why I'm single, because I don't want to have nobody suffer through this. I mean, it's not suffering. It's amazing here, but you know what I mean. I digress. Let me stop going off on a tangent. But either way, I would wonder, like, why? Like, why would you think he would be here? And then she'd be like, oh, because we had so much fun yesterday. And so, like, that ain't no reason for him to be back here after being here one time. Did y'all make plans to come back here? No, I don't think so. Either way, I don't think the man's cheating. I feel like the giggling would bother me too, because I feel like it's just like, I would want to say expletives, like, fuck is so funny, but I'm a changed person, so possibly I wouldn't, but maybe I would. But y'all been married 11 years. You said you've been inseparable. Y'all be all over each other. At this point, I would just say see how his behavior changes, because there's no guarantee that he's cheating. There's no guarantee that he's not. From what you wrote in the letter, I don't think he's cheating. I think he just is silly. I don't know. Out of your two options, I would pick that it's a little crush. But again, I would say just look at how his behavior changes, if it changes in the coming time, because that's the only way you're gonna know. Because again, this red flag is that he went without telling you, and he would have never done that before. So now there's some new shit you doing. You just leaving, you're not telling me shit. And not that you have to tell me or ask me, but it's nice to know. Like, I don't want no surprises when you come back. I'm like, oh, guess what I did? Like, come on, you could send me a text like, oh, I'm about to go hang out. That's all. Like, don't tell me after the fact. Like, you trying to prove a point. You can have your own life without being secretive about it. And I say secretive in that you can't tell me in the moment. I feel like, why not? Because I feel like he didn't just be like, oh, let me just go. I feel like he thought about that before the day ended. And I'm like, oh yeah, after work I'm going to go here. Or maybe he didn't want her to show up. So maybe that's why he didn't tell her when he thought about it in advance. Because he absolutely thought about it in advance. So yeah, so many things here. But I feel like the energy of the meeting at the bar or whatever was not really discussed here. I don't really think you got anything from that lady, because that would be the telltale, is the lady's energy towards you and towards him. You didn't really say if she was like extra flirtatious or nothing like that. You just say he kept giggling. So as far as I know, what I believe, I don't think he's cheating. But again, I've been cheated on a lot. Alright, let me stop. I've had 2 serious relationships and both of them cheated on me. And I think it's because I give people the benefit of the doubt. But here we are again. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't make people cheating on me make me to be overly suspicious, because I don't understand why people do that. Like, I get you have trust issues, which then you shouldn't date if you have trust issues. I don't have trust issues. I just acknowledge that people lie, and some people cheat, and some people cheat and lie. You know what I mean? So I feel like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to make it not happen. You can try not to pick a person that would be most likely to do that, but you don't really know that in advance. And if 11 years you have no issues with cheating or nothing like that, I don't think you're gonna have any issues now, unless he's like that kid that wasn't allowed to go nowhere, and then they get out the house and they start having like their whole phase, men and women. So I don't know. It's a lot of things here. And let me stop. I digress. This is getting very, very long. All right, later, y'all.